Welcome, Mama.
Hey, good afternoon. I'm so sorry. Please,
No, it's
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
No.
Sorry, everyone. I don't know what happened. And on Zoom, the camera is working. So I don't know.
Okay.
So I'm so sorry. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. Please, can you give us a minute? I'm trying to
It's okay.
get the link to them here.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, Ma. Yeah, we're good to go. I think they have the link now. Welcome, Ma. We can hear you. You're muted.
Okay, so sorry. Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay, Ma.
Yeah, and sorry, please let me call somebody. I think I need help. Bukola, sorry, please, just 1 minute.
Okay, Ma.
Oh.
Thank you, ladies, for coming in here. I don't want you to miss this for anything. So.
Okay, so then please can you get this for me so that laptop can go on there. Okay, so yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I don't know. It's like somebody is here that that is becoming the president of Nigeria very soon. Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Kangu. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. And by now, I think the Tech Up guests should have a slogan that when I say Tech Up girls, I want to hear them shout. This is the 5th cohort. So, excellence. What can we say? When we say Tech Up girls, what can we say?
Empowered girls.
Okay. Wow girls.
Yes, okay.
Oh, okay. So, how many people do we have in here? Please, can you unmute yourself and say hello? I want to feel the energy in the house. So please unmute yourself. Thank
Hello,
you.
ma'am.
Wow, thank you. Good afternoon. How are you?
Hello, Mom. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hello, Mom.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I love the energy. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me or forgive my laptop. Okay, so good afternoon. So please don't mute yourself yet, because Excellence said when I say Tech Up girls, you say wow girls. So we're just going to do that before you will now mute yourself and until we get to the question and answer sessions. Okay, so are we ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are we ready? Who is not talking? You need this energy. Help yourself this afternoon. Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. So yes, Excellency, you need to work on that. You will still work on it, on your, I don't know, maybe we'll call it mantra or whatever you want to call it, but I want to feel the energy in here. So when I say Tech Up girls, you say wow girls. Okay, can we go?
Yes.
Yes.
Go. Okay, so Tech Up girls.
Wow,
girls.
Wow, girls.
Wow,
Wow, girls.
Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So you're welcome. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Emiola Adetunji Mustafa. I am a coach, I'm a speaker, and I am a trainer. So I know you have seen my profile, so I don't have to start introducing myself, but there's something that I like to mention. When I see people, I see the way they can be, I see potential. When I see you, I don't see you the way you are right now. I see you the way you can be. Okay, so, and that is one of the reasons why I believe so much in people. I believe what people can be, what people can become, what you can make.
Ma, please unmute. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, so sorry.
Yeah.
All right, so what you can make happen for yourself, what can make happen for others. So when I see you, when I meet you, I don't see the person I am meeting. I'm seeing the person that can be. But over the years, researching and living my life, trying to become better, trying to be the person that God has created me to be, and many other things, I'm meeting people also learning from them. I have discovered that there's one major thing that plays a very important role in who we become, who we are, and fulfilling the purpose of God for our lives, and that is mindset. As a matter of fact, I was reading somewhere, and the person was trying to explain the power of the mind, and he said that most times, many of us receive so many ideas. We, especially maybe if you're a very religious person, no sound. Sorry, please, I need to know, no sound.
There's sound, we can hear you.
Okay, all right. Okay, so if you're a very religious person and you pray so much and so well, and God download ideas to your, okay, thank you. And God download ideas to your mind, to your brain, to, you know, everywhere you some of us, we even have idea books. And the person actually said that for you to step the idea down to the physical realm, you actually need your mind. So when your mind is not developed, when your mind is not worked on to the level that you're able to step down ideas, then you will have so many ideas just hanging there in the spirit realm, and you can't step down the high idea. And for many of us, unfortunately, in our part of the world, one thing that we just pay attention to is our spiritual life and maybe our physical life. Okay, and that is why we lay so much emphasis on how we look in our part of the world. Yes, I am a very proud Nigerian. I'm a very proud Africa. As a matter of fact, when you're traveling out of the country and you get to any airport, you can pinpoint the Nigerians there, okay? And maybe by extension, Africa. Yes, we like to look good. That is the physical realm. We take care of ourselves. Our hair is on point. China is cashing out on human hair and all of those things. Yes, then our outfit and all of that. Our nails, well done, you know, and all of. So we take care of the physical side of us. Then the spiritual, all of the religious houses are full. On Sundays, on Fridays, we go, we worship our God. The traditional people also, they go, they worship, and we pay so much attention to these two. But the third part is our mind, and we don't pay attention to that. Unfortunately, once your mind is not developed, most of the time you cannot do what you're wired to do, because it's at that realm of the mind that can make a lot happen. So this afternoon, what I'm going to be coaching on, and it's going to be a coaching call because you are going to be doing a lot here this afternoon, is mind reset for success. That is simply what I have titled it. It can be for business, it can be for career, it can be for your personal life, it can be for your maybe family life. But if you pay attention to some of the things that we're going to be talking about this afternoon, and you make use of them, then you will be able to produce better results in the days ahead. Okay, so I'm just going to talk briefly about the things that we are going to be talking about. And before then, I want to sincerely appreciate Excellence and her team for making this happen, for making this possible. It must be, this can only happen from someone who, in fact, I really don't know how to describe Excellence, but I see her as a lady with a very large heart, a very large heart. And Excellence, thank you for making this happen. Thank you so much for putting this together. And to all of the people working with you, I want to say thank you to you. Yeah, God bless you real good. Okay, so yes, we are going to go to the program objectives. We're going to expand our awareness on the power of mindset. Then we're going to see how mindset impacts our lives. Then we're going to see how mindsets are formed. I'm going to just rush through all of those things. I'm going to rush through them. We won't have time to go into the detail. Okay, so then we're going to expose the participants to common mindset. There are so many things that I see around, and when I see them, I just laugh. Okay, so then we're going to help participants access their own mindset and start the process of reset. So I'm going to define some terms before we move on. I have a slide here, but unfortunately, I think I can't share. So maybe after the coaching session, I'm just going to send the slide to Excellence, so maybe you can have access to my. Okay,
you can share it.
On my, I'm actually on my phone now because I don't want to take the risk of laptop. So that's why I said I may not be able to share. Okay.
All right,
okay, so the mind. Let's start by defining the mind. Now we're going to be talking about mind reset. Where I'm going to be starting from is to define the mind. We're going to define set, then we're going to define reset, and we're now going to go into mind reset. Now, from all of these definitions, I want you to watch out for some very important concepts that you will pick and begin to work with them. The first one is the mind is the set of faculties responsible for mental phenomena. I love that definition because of the phenomena in there. Then these faculties include thoughts. So we are getting into the real deal now. These faculties, number 1, thoughts, number 2, imagination, number 3, memory, number 4, will, number 5, sensation. Now, the element of a person that enables them to be aware of the world and their experiences, to think and to feel, the faculty of consciousness and thoughts. That is the dictionary definition of the mind. Now, I'm going to take that again. So the element of a person that enables them to be aware of the world and their experiences, to think and to feel, the faculty of consciousness and thoughts. That is the mind. Okay, so let's move to set. Now, to put something in a particular place or position, that is set. So when you say something is set, it means that thing is in a particular place. And I want you to imagine in your mind concrete. When you are building and it's maybe like a 2-3 story building, you have to put the concrete in place. You have to set it. It has to set before they can put another thing on it. But when it's set, you to know that's a very powerful thing. It can hold the structure. Even the foundation, you need to put it down. You need to put so much concrete into it, and it is set. So once it is set, you are confident that it can carry the building. Now, I want you to pay attention to those words. It's very important. Okay, then let's go to reset. Now, when we say reset, it means to set again. Now, I want you to pay attention to my choice of words there. To set again. I just told you, I just gave you the definition of set. Set is to put something in a particular place or position. And I just gave an analogy of what set can be like. Concrete, when you set concrete, you mix it, you set it, then it becomes very strong. Now, reset is to set again. So it means that whatever you have set that is strong, concrete, and you now dismantle it and set it again, it can be reset, it can set again and produce the same effect that the first one produced. So when we talk about the mind, your mind is set and is producing a particular effect for you or in your life. When you reset it, it means that you can actually work on the mind to also set in a particular way, and it will now begin to produce another effect in your life. So I want you to pay attention to that. Now, you can retrain your brain to cultivate new mindsets. That is the major reason why we are doing this here today, because if your brain is set, your mind is set, and it cannot be reset, then there is no need for what we are doing here today. But the truth and the miracle and the amazing part of everything is the fact that you can retrain your brain to cultivate new mindsets. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to read the things on it. And when you reset your mind, for some people, it's actually a way of restarting your life, of starting all over. And that is why this is very exciting. This is very interesting. Now let's go to mindset. Now, mindset is a set of beliefs that shape how you make sense of the world and yourself. How you make sense of the world and yourself. It influences how you think, how you feel, how you behave in any given situation. You know, when the former president of the United States, whenever he comes on to talk about us in Africa or maybe in Nigeria or whatever, we begin to go on we will go on social media and begin to shout, begin to scream, begin to say that, okay, it's not fair to us, it's rude, it's this, it's that. To a large extent, those things that he says, if you look at them very well, maybe it's not wrong 100%. And I don't mean to insult anyone. I am a Nigerian, I am an African, I am a proud Nigerian, I am a proud African. And honestly, I won't like anybody to speak about me or speak about my people the way he does. But again, I am realistic enough to want to take a second look at whatever anyone is saying or said about us. We need to calm down, like we say in my part of the world, and check why they say those things that they say about us. Now, they don't just say it as a form of gossip, because when people gossip about you, most of the time you don't get to hear whatever they are saying. So it means that to a large extent, there's an iota of fear when people just gossip about you and leave it there. It's usually not gossip. And honestly, they even bring it on social media to rub it in our face, or to rub it in our faces to say that maybe our country is a zoo, or I don't want to say some of the things that I've seen. But the truth is, the way we think, the way we behave, at times, when you sit back to check and it's from even leadership, from our leaders to ourselves, because again, you cannot say that it's only the leaders that are bad, because the leaders actually came out of us. They came out of us. Okay, so at times when you look at the way we think and the way we behave, at times we are tempted to think that those people are right. But the exciting thing about the whole thing is our mindsets can actually change. And that is why I'm very excited about this topic. Whenever I talk about it, I'm really excited, because there is hope our mindset can change. We can change that. Okay, so mindset, please bear in mind that it influences how we think, how we feel, how we behave in any given situation. Now, thinking is the process of considering or reasoning about something. Do you think? What do you think about? Those are things that I want you to begin to ask yourself, because this is a coaching call. So as I speak, you're going to go inside of yourself and begin to ask yourself some of these questions. Begin to ask yourself, begin to refocus on the things to think about. How do you think? What are the things that you think about? We live in a world of thoughts. Our thoughts create our experiences, and thus we experience what we think. It is the quality of our thoughts then that creates the quality of our life. I want you to think about that. Now, feeling is an emotional state or reaction. So you can feel angry, you can feel happy, you can feel sad, you can feel depressed, you can feel motivated, you can feel scared, you can feel bored, you can feel anxious, you can feel shocked, and many other things. Okay. So what is mindset? Now let's go to mindset. Mindset is behavior, the way in which one acts, conduct oneself, especially towards others. No, sorry, behavior. Let's go to behavior. That's the last part of the things that influences, that our mindset influences. Sorry, our mindset influences three things. Number one, the way you think. Number two, the way you feel. Number three, the way you behave. Now, these three work hand in hand. They influence one another. The way you think will translate to the way you feel. When you're thinking, and yes, can we just do this exercise? I want you to think about a situation that made you very sad. When you think about that situation, you're going to see that you feel sad somehow. But please snap out of that situation now. You need to snap out immediately. This is not a time to feel sad, okay? So you can snap out and just come back. Now, when you feel sad, there are things you do. When you feel angry, there are things you do. Some people, when they are angry, they break things. Some people, when they are angry, they can slap. Like we have seen slaps all over the place. From Nigeria, the slap has traveled all over the world. You know, so when you are angry, you can do things. You can maybe slap someone, you can break things and all of that. So when you are thinking about something, you can start feeling something and you can act. So the three work hand in hand. So behavior is the way in which one acts or conducts oneself, especially toward others. Now, how is mindset formed? Your mindset is rooted in your experiences, education, and culture, from which you form thoughts, which establish beliefs and attitudes. I have said that mindsets are beliefs. Mindsets are beliefs. Mindsets are beliefs. And once you are able to form these beliefs, it dictates how you live your life. Now, there are so many beliefs that were formed growing up. Your experiences in life, where you live. There are some children, there are some people that I have met, and they don't understand why someone will not be doing well in life because of where they are coming from. And I've met people also who don't understand how to make so much money because of where they are coming from. As a matter of fact, some people believe that anyone making money is actually stealing, which is not true. There are people who make money legitimately. But because of where you're coming from, because of where you've been exposed to, what you've been exposed to, you are likely going to think that way. So those thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes lead to certain actions. And with those actions, you have experiences. Those experiences gives your mind new information to process. Now, when you process some of this information, it leads to a way of thinking. It gives you a particular feeling and you take action again. Now, you now go in circle. And that is why when someone is broke, it is very difficult to come out of it because there's a thinking pattern already that makes you feel a certain way and makes you behave a certain way. For example, if you think that a particular job is not for you, or it's not for your class, it's not for your category, even when you see the advert, you are not going to apply because you have the feeling that you will not get the job. So you don't even apply. Or maybe when you apply, you go there with such attitude that they know the people they want to take. And as you are walking in, the energy you are emitting, people can pick it. They can feel it because you are not coming in as somebody that wants to take the job, as somebody that will be able to deliver on the job. So your thinking has affected your feeling, which will in turn affect the action that you take. Now, we have different types of mindset, but I love the one that Dr. Dweck actually brought forth in his book. He said there are two types of mindset, the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. Now, I'm going to run through a few things that is said about the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. Please, when you leave here today, I want to encourage you, please go and read. If you're going to do well in life, it's because of your mindset. If it will be otherwise, it's because of your mindset. Mindset is that powerful. So the fixed mindset says, I am either good at it or I am not. Growth mindset says, I can learn to do anything I want. And that is why while growing up, people believe that some people are just intelligent and they just can do anything, they can make anything happen. No, people can improve on things. Anybody can improve on anything. And that is growth mindset. Fixed mindset says, that is just who I am. I can't change it. Growth mindset says, I am a constantly evolving work in progress. Fixed mindset says, if you have to work hard, you don't have the ability. And that is why we think some people that will come and brag and be like, I don't read, but I pass. And you look at them and you are like, oh, they are gifted. This is the person that can do it. That is a lie. That is a fixed mindset. Anyone can pass any exam. Growth mindset says the more you challenge yourself, the smarter you become. So if you have not been challenging yourself, I want to encourage you that from here today, you're going to begin to challenge yourself. Maybe you are one of those people, maybe while you were in school, you were in secondary school, primary school, you're one of those people that sit at the back. And people think that you are dull. You don't know there are people that come first and all of those things. And already you have conditioned your mind to think that you cannot do so well, in quotes. That is a lie. And if you check very well, and that is one of the things I want us to do here today, if you look deep inside of you, you're going to discover that there's a desire to do more. There's a desire to do better. Once you can find the desire to do more, the desire to do better, it means you can do more and you can actually do better. So the more you challenge yourself, the smarter you become. That is growth mindset. Fixed mindset says, if I don't try, then I won't fail. Growth mindset says, I only fail when I stop trying. Fixed mindset says, that job position is totally out of my league. Growth mindset says, that job position looks challenging. Let me apply for it. Okay, so those are the two mindsets that we have. Now, let's access our own personal mindset. Let's access our own personal mindset. And before we go there, I just want to ask you this question. And I'm going to request that you please pause and check before we go into some of these things. Now, with all of the things that I have said about the growth mindset and the fixed mindset, where do you belong? Where do you find yourself? Do you think that you have growth mindset already? Do you think that you have a fixed mindset that you think nothing is going to change? Can you just take a few seconds to reflect on that? I want you to just reflect on that. Do you have a growth mindset? Do you have a fixed mindset? Do you think things can be better? Do you think we can do better? Do you think we can do things differently going forward? So I just wanted to take a moment to reflect on that. Now we're going to access our mindset. And you are going to be thinking. I'm just going to run through it. Then maybe I can tell you one or two stories before we round up today. Now, I have mindset that I want us to think about. And the first one is mindset about life. The second one is mindset about money. The third one is mindset about business. I believe that some of you are here, and after this training, you're going to start a business for yourself, or maybe you're already in business. There are some mindsets that we're going to talk about today. You're going to reflect on that will help you to take your business to the next level. Mindset about people, I'm going to try to dwell there a little, then mindset about yourself. So let's roll. Now, I want you to think about what mindset you have about life. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for that sincerity. Thank you. Because see, let me tell you a story. Sorry that I'm going to tell you a story now. I thought I won't tell a story today. I went for a program, and in the midst of the program, it was a mindset thing also. It was on Zoom like this, but we're allowed to talk. There was a time where we unmuted and everybody was talking. And this lady came up and she started sobbing. She cried so much. And because she discovered what has been happening to her. She was sincere, she was vulnerable, she cried, and the guy actually allowed her to cry. After some time, the guy told her that is the first action towards liberation, towards breakthrough. So dropping here that you had a fixed mindset is actually the first step. You are such a sincere person, and honestly, that is where to start from, to be very sincere with yourself. Because most of the time we are not sincere with ourselves. The most difficult person to deceive, or the easiest person to deceive is actually yourself. But that is the most dangerous person to deceive. When you see that you are this way and you are trying to form the other way, and I can relate, I understand, it's a part of the world. The I better pass my neighbor mindset is a major one. As a matter of fact, we named a generator after it. I better pass my neighbor generator. That is our mindset. Everybody wants to make everybody think that their life is better than the other person's life. And that is why we cover up so many things. We even deceive ourselves. It's a dangerous place to be. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yes, and I know you're going to start working on that immediately, because you have done the most difficult part of the work already. So mindset about life. What do you think about life challenges? Okay. Are you one of those people who believe that life should just be fast, and all of that? Now, let me say this, as you think, as you reflect, okay? Okay, so as you think, as you reflect, I want you to think about this that I have put together. Okay, good. I am in between. Beautiful. Yes, we have some people in between. On some issues, you have fixed mindset. On some issues, you have growth mindset. Beautiful. Thank you. So I want you to reflect as you are thinking about some of these questions that I put together. What do you think about life's challenges? I want you to think there is a back end to life. Now, I know that this generation actually is a very amazing generation. You are the ones that came and there's microwave to just toss something in, and in 2-3 minutes it's very hot, super hot. You bring it out and you eat, or it's ready. You are the generation that use elevator. So 25-story building, in 2 seconds or 5 seconds, you are there, up, okay? You are the generation that cooks Indomie. Indomie gets ready, food gets ready in like 5 minutes, okay? No prep. You don't have to cut anything unless you want to have some carrot in there. So you don't have to do anything. You can just drop the Indomie in water and gas and it's ready. So I can understand, I can relate. But I want to encourage you to think about this. there is instant generation. Thank you. There is a back end to life. Even that Indomie that you just drop and in 3 minutes it is ready, something was done on it to make it that way. And some people invested time, they invested energy, they invested money, they invested so many things to make that happen. So what is your mindset about life? I want you to begin to think about it. And that is why we have so many Yahoo boys, we have so many money ritualists and all of those things, because everybody wants it fast. What do you think about life? What do you think about life challenges? Do you think life should just be bed of roses without challenges? You need to begin to reassess your mind on life. Do you fall into the fast track trap? Please remember always when you live here that there is a back end to life. Now, when you are done acquiring this skill, or as you go through acquiring this skill, you're going to be given assignments. That is the back end. That is the back end of issues. So go and do the assignment. You're going to be required to practice. Now, you cannot perform better in life more than your practice. And that is why when Nollywood people are rehearsing their own stage, they say, action. You have to put in your best. And they see it before they bring you to the world. So because it is the truth, you cannot outperform your practice. So there is a back end. So you will need to practice, you will need to do your assignments. The next mindset I want us to think about, now we are thinking, because this is a coaching call, it is not a training. Please bear in mind, it is not a training. By now, I expect that you have your biro, you have your paper, and you are asking yourself very deep questions. And you are coaching.
We can't hear you, ma. Oh, I think she has an internet glitch. Okay, we can hear you, ma. You're muted, ma. We can't hear you.
Okay, so can you hear me now?
Yes, 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 we can.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so how do you make money? What's your mindset on making money? How do you manage money? What's your mindset on managing money? How do you multiply money? What's your mindset on multiplying money? You have to make money first, you have to manage money, and you have to multiply money. Okay, so I want you to begin to reassess your mindset on that. Some people believe in overnight success. They want to win lottery, but research shows that almost everyone who won lottery actually went broke in few months later. Okay, so you need to assess your mindset on making money. If you don't know how to make money, you will not know how to manage money, you will not know how to multiply money. And that is why when people just give you money, they keep giving you money, you cannot make sense of how you're using the money. So you need to understand how to make money, how to manage, how to multiply. What is your mindset about money? After here, maybe you will need to go and read more on some of these things. What is your mindset about abundance? And what is your mindset about scarcity? Yes, you have to make money, you have to manage money, but I want to tell you that there is abundance of everything. Please go back and check. There is abundance of everything. If you have scarcity in your mind, you won't be able to make much. So you will need to go back and assess your mind on money. The next mindset I want us to think about, like I said, we are thinking about this together, is what is business to you? Mindset about business. So what is business? It is a vehicle for solving people's problems. Now, if you see business this way, your attitude to solving your customer's problem will change immediately. Many people believe that why so many people went into business because they couldn't get a job when they graduated is good, that you couldn't get a job and you went into business. But if your mindset is just about yourself, about meeting your own needs, there's a way you're going to run that business, and that business will not be able to grow. So maybe after this training, you're going to start a business. Please, I want you to reassess your mindset about the business. Or maybe you're in business already. You need to reassess your mind about that business. Why did you start the business? What is business for? Business is actually a vehicle for solving other people's problems. It is not for solving your problem. So, but in the process of solving other people's problems, your own problem will be solved. But you need to come in with a mindset that will help you to want to solve others' problems. It's not going to be something that will be convenient for you. It is when it is about you that we'll be talking about convenience. It's not going to be convenient, but at the end of the day, you're going to be able to do well for yourself, because when you're doing good, you must be doing well also. So, but the good that you are doing, let it be good. For example, if you're a medical doctor and you performed a surgery and you left the operating equipment inside the patient. Yes, you have done something, but you have not done well. You have not done good to the person, because if they don't even discover that on time, that can actually kill the person. Okay, so you have not done good. So think about business that way. If you're solving somebody's problem, let it be that you're solving it. Don't solve somebody's problem and leave knife inside them. Knife that is capable of killing them while trying to solve problems for them with your business. Don't leave knives in people's tummy or in people's body. Okay, so I want you to think about that. That is food for thought. Then what is your mindset about people? We need people to succeed in life. So after you have acquired this skill, and maybe you're going out there to meet people's needs, to serve your customers, you need to reassess your mindset about people. Now, I discovered so many twists to our mindset about people, and I'll just run through them. If you think that human beings are the worst thing or worst creation of God, then you're going to run into problems. You'll not be able to go very far in life, because you need people to succeed. So what is your mindset about people? And at times I can't blame people. Some people, they've gone through stuff from people. People have done things to them, and you're wondering, did devil actually enter this person to do this? Yes, maybe you have experienced that. I have experienced such as well. But I also discovered that, yes, I have experienced all of those things. But again, I still need people to succeed. I still need people around me. I still need people to fulfill my assignment, to put food on my table. I need food, as simple as that. Okay, so let's look at the twist about mindset, about people. And as I read them out, I want you to begin to think, is that your mindset? Can you begin to work on them? I know it's not something that's going to happen overnight, but it can actually happen. Number one, others have what you don't have. That is the talent twist. So when you're thinking about people, and I don't know whatever has been set in your mind and it's making you to behave in a certain way toward people. I don't know how you think about people, what mindset has been sold to you even while growing up. I've said that how mindsets are formed. You form them through your life experiences, where you lived, the people you grew up with, the things you hear, and all of those things, the things you see. So I don't know the mindset you have formed about people, your opinion about people. But again, even with those mindsets, I want you to consider this twist that I'm bringing to you. All of the twists that I'm going to be bringing in, I think there are about 10. So you're going to consider them and have a rethink about them. It's not going to happen overnight, but you can start working on them. So the first one is, others have what you don't have. That's the talent twist. Each of us will have our unique talent. Over 6 billion people, I think, on the planet, we are all unique, uniquely different. Every one of us. Yes, we can categorize people into temperaments, but again, despite the fact that I can be a melancholy, I am still different from another melancholy. So when you understand that, you're going to know that people have talents that you don't have and that you might need to succeed in life. So that is the talent twist. Others have what you don't have. Others have what I don't have. The next one is you have what others don't have. And that is the advantage twist. You have an advantage that is unique to you. Just like others have what you don't have, you have what others don't have. The next thing I want you to consider as you think about people going forward is that people are trying their best part time. And that is the awareness twist. People are trying their best. At times, we don't want to believe that the armed robber is just tried his best to make his life better. Okay, so at times we don't want to believe, but it is what it is. People try their best part time. Okay, that's the awareness twist. Then the next one is that none of us is perfect and none of us will ever be. Now, when you discover that you are not perfect, you take it easy on other people. That is the weakness twist. So think about that the next time you think about people, the next time you try to access your mindset about people. Because if you don't settle some of these things, moving forward might just be very difficult, if not impossible. The next twist is we can all become better. That is the growth twist. We can become better. The next one is
You're muted. We can hear you. You're muted. We can't. Let me see.
okay. I think Excellence. I think whenever I'm muted, you are the one that can do it, because I tried to unmute myself severally and I couldn't do it. So I think you are the one that can do it whenever I'm muted. Yes. So maybe you just go ahead and unmute me. Okay. So we have said the growth twist. Then no human is better than another human being. The uniqueness twist. We are all unique. We are not better. Nobody is better than you, and you are not better than anyone. You know, we have some people who think that they are better than everybody, and we carry ourselves as such. And if you are not careful, you come across as proud to people. Some people don't want to help you. They even want to pull you down. If you experience people wanting to pull you down every time, maybe you should check. Maybe you are not considering the uniqueness twist, that you are not superior to anyone and no one is superior to you. The second part is somebody thinking that everybody in the world is superior to you, and you feel very bad that, or you can't ask for what you want, or you can't step out to do something big for yourself. No one is better than you, and you're not better than anyone. So strike the balance. The next one is none of us is as good as all of us put together. That is the collaboration twist. So you need people to succeed. You need people to come together. The next one is no one is as bad as their worst state. We all have times where our head is just up there and it's just scattered. And you can meet me and maybe somebody hits my car and I get down from the car and I'm just shouting on the road. I am like, oh my God, is this Coach Eniola? The truth is, none of us is as bad as their worst state. We all have our worst states. Okay, don't let anybody push you to that level and say that you are so bad, or don't push other people or talk about other people that way, that they are bad. No one is as bad as their worst state. So that is the character twist. Then we need others to succeed. That is the interdependence twist to people. So please think about all of these things that I just mentioned. Your mindset around all of these things, what is it? You need to access it going forward and begin to work on it. Like I said, it won't be an overnight task. So please do that. The next mindset that I want you to work on, or that I want you to begin to think about now, is your self-image. Who are you? Who are you? Like I said, you are unique in your own special way. So who are you? How do you see yourself? How do you see your abilities? What do you think about yourself? How do you feel about yourself? When you stand in front of the mirror, who do you see? Who do you see? Who are you? Have you been able to talk to yourself about that? Have you been able to access your mind, your mindset about yourself, who you are? Now, I want to say making mistakes is one of the best ways to learn. For many of us, we can't make mistakes. When we make mistakes, we think that the world is ending. It is about your self-image. You will need to, if you have not gone for any training on self-image, you may need to go for a training on self-image. You need to bring to understand that you are uniquely you. You have talent. What is your mindset about yourself? What do you believe about yourself? Maybe from what people told you before now, maybe your teachers, maybe even your parents, maybe your friends, maybe family members, anyone, what do they tell you? What's your belief system about yourself? What beliefs have you formed about where you grew up from? Like I usually tell people, we all have an advantage, and it doesn't matter from what part of town you were born into or you grew up from. It doesn't really matter. You have an advantage that can position you as number one in that thing that God has put inside you. I believe that strongly, and I believe that it is true. Okay, so your mindset about yourself going forward, you need to settle down to ask yourself, Emiola, who are you? Emiola, what is your belief system about yourself? Do you believe you are not good enough? Do you believe you cannot do anything well? Do you believe you are on top of the world? Do you believe you are better than everybody? You need to access it. And as you access it, to begin to work on it. Now, a psychologist, Amy Morin, explains that once you draw a conclusion about yourself, you are likely to do two things. Look for evidence that reinforces your belief and discount anything that runs contrary to your belief. So are you in that stage where everything that runs contrary to your belief, you just discount? Like I said, if you are going for an interview and you think you are not qualified for that interview, in your mind, you're going to do things that will make people not to hire you. And that will be your experience. And maybe that experience will keep repeating itself. And before you know it, to tell yourself that I told you, I cannot do that. It is a lie. So you need to begin to work on all of that. Then I've seen, if you live in Abuja, I've seen some mindset in Abuja that I'll just mention and move on. Okay, so we have the national budget mindset in Abuja. So the money is just there for everybody to grab, and we think we should not work to get to earn money. Okay, so then the hammer mindset, we see that in Abuja. I don't know if that is in your town or city where you live, or in your country. If you're not joining us from outside Nigeria. Hammer mindset. When we came into Abuja, somebody told us that in Abuja people hammer. When I left the place, I told myself, Emiola, yes, I believe God to hammer, and I'm still waiting for the hammer. Every day I'm expectant, waiting for the hammer. $500 billion, just in my account overnight. Fine. But I told myself, Emiola, before the hammer comes, I've been here now for 9 years. That $1 billion has not come, but I've been eating. I've been clothing myself. I've been driving, fueling my car, buying makeup, buying wig, and all of those things. So I told myself, before the hammer arrives, Emiola, work and earn money. Earn money consistently that can meet your needs. Thank you. Okay, so hammer mindset. And I don't know if maybe in your own area too, you have hammer mindset. You have hammer mindset. Okay, you can drop it for me. That is overnight success. Overnight success can happen. And I think there's somebody here, I don't want to mention her name, and testify to that overnight things can change. I'm telling you, that's the truth. We have experienced it at one level to another. Okay, it's in my city, Lagos. Okay, good, thank you. Okay, so it can happen, but please, I want to crave your indulgence to please work. Please, work is very important. Work, earn money, earn small money. See, there's a big difference between when you earn 1 million naira from one person and you earn 1 million naira from 1 million people. One person can decide and say you are no longer in his good book and tell you to get out and not give you the contract that is giving that 1 million to you. But 1 million from 1 million people, or let's say 100,000 people, all of them cannot connive and turn your life to nothing overnight. I'm telling you. Some of them, maybe they're angry, they will leave, but some of them will still stay. So something will be coming to you. So I need you to reaccess that mindset. There's another mindset, grab mindset. The grab mindset says no or low value added. You just want to grab from people. You are not adding enough value. There's need to reaccess your mindset on value that you add to other people or the value that you add to things. I've noticed that when people come into maybe our house or maybe my store, I have a store in Abuja where I sell clothes. Once they come in and they look around, they use the store or the house, maybe the size of your TV, to give you bill. That is one thing I have seen. I don't know if you have seen that. That's your clothes or the car you're driving. That is what they use to give you bill. Hello, you don't give people bill based on their size unless you are adding that value to them. Yes, maybe when you come into that space, you see that, okay, these people, they can afford, if I add more value to them, they will pay for the more value. Maybe you do something and you do one thing and you add 4 different values to it. When you see the person, you may not only do that one thing, you may introduce the 4 other values that you have and say, okay, ma, I do this, but I can add this, I can add this, I can add this, I can add this. And the person, when she or she perceives value, is going to pay you for your value. But when you just want to grab and when you come into somebody's space, they know it, they see it all over you, they hear it, and they won't give you. And most of the time we look at people and we are like, those rich people, they don't want anybody to be like them. No, it is not true. When you are adding value, the people too will add value to you. Okay, so the grab mindset says that you are adding no or low value to people and you want to grab everything you can grab from them. Somebody told me a story of where he barbs. He said when you get to this guy will relax you first. Then he will start barbing your hair. He will bring tea and give to you. Then after the barbing, he said if there's one oil with one very special scent that he will pour on your head and now massage your head. He said, in fact, when he's massaging at times, you just sleep off. That guy barbs for, I think, is it 10,000? Other people barb for 1,000. That guy said, I will keep going there. That is value. That is value. Okay, so what value are you bringing? It's very important. You need to assess your mindset about that. Now, thank you. Okay, so Niger mindset, I just talked about Abuja mindset. That's what I've seen in Abuja, you know. Okay, and I'm not saying there are no good mindsets around. I just picked those ones out for the ones that I think we can work on. There are good mindsets also. The mindset around in Abuja that everything should be classy and looking pen, you know, it's a good one. Okay, so then no work syndrome. I've seen that in our country. Everybody says there's no work. I tell you there are work. There is work to do. Plenty work all over the place. It's just because we don't want to do the work. See, when we travel out of Nigeria, maybe to the US or to the UK, come and see our people, the kind of work they do. Those work, they are available here in Nigeria. Yes, maybe they don't pay as much as they pay abroad, but they are available. So there are times that I need people to do things for me and I can't find. So there is work. Please remove that from your mind. Work day. Let me speak teaching. Okay. So then the connection syndrome. Many of us wait for connection. If you don't have connection, you are just being connected to excellence. If you go through this and you do it very well, that is the connection that you need. Take that connection, learn very well, add value to people, and you're going to see that you will be connected to Mr. President very soon. If you do your work well, I'm not saying overnight, But if you do it well, over time, you can be connected to the president of your nation. That we have so many people. A guy, I think a guy passed on recently. That guy makes shoes. And I discovered that guy made shoes for the vice president of Nigeria. He made shoes for him because I saw on Professor Yemi Oshibajo's page where he was mourning for the guy. That guy makes shoes in Nigeria. Okay, so then no one will help me syndrome. That's another mindset that I've seen around. Who are you helping? The good book, the Bible says, give and it shall be given to you. Can you see that you are supposed to give first? None of us is born without something to give. I remembered I lived with a family member then, and I was not working, but I could make hair. I could braid. So I was braiding the children's hair. I braid their hair. I was not giving them money, but I had something to give. Who are you helping with your skill, with your hand? The people you live with. When you leave, do they miss you? Or when you live with your sister-in-law, do you clean for her? You have something to give. Who are you helping? When you help people, they are willing and they are ready to help you. So have the mindset to give help first, and you will receive help. Apart from, it's a seed that you have sown, even maybe you won't reap from where you have sown it, you will sow it, you will reap it. It is a good principle of life. So first, who are you helping? So my final thoughts this afternoon, according to Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck, your belief play a pivotal role in what you want and whether you achieve it. I'll take that again. Your belief play a pivotal role in what you want and whether you achieve it. Dweck has found that it is your mindset that plays a significant role in determining achievement and success. And if you go back to check all of the things that I have mentioned, check your mindset. Check if it's a growth mindset, if it's a fixed mindset. Check all of the mindset that I've mentioned one after the other: mindset about life, mindset about people, mindset about business, mindset about yourself. Go and check all of those things, and please ask yourself very important and genuine questions. And please answer yourself sincerely. When you're able to do this, you're going to see that the statement from Dweck is really true. And I'll take that again. He said, your beliefs play a pivotal role in what you want and whether you achieve it. Even what you want, if you have a belief system that you should not want big things, then you won't go after big things. Then he has found that it is your mindset that plays a significant role in determining achievement and success. I believe strongly that you are here this afternoon and you have joined Excellence on this journey because you want a better life. You want to take your life to a new level. You want to achieve success. You want to achieve better results. The first thing to do, and honestly, Excellence, thank you for making this the first call. The first thing and the foundational thing to do is to reassess your mindset. How do you think? How do you behave? How do you feel? How do you behave? What are the things that you are doing? What are the actions that you're taking? Even in the law of attraction that many of us fight and be like it is demonic, it is evil, law of attraction, the last few letters spell attraction, spelled action. Action. So what action are you taking? What are you doing? What belief system do you have? Does it allow you to take appropriate action? Does it hold you back? I don't have time to tell so many stories today because I would have told you some of the amazing stories of the things that I've experienced because I've been able to start working on my mindset. Now, let me say this before I leave. Your mindset is not going to change overnight. Okay, let me read a few things to you, then I'll conclude with that. As you keep thinking the same thoughts, producing the same emotions, and performing the same actions, you continue to live by the same experiences. And when you live by the same experiences, at times you tell yourself that I said it. Maybe things happen to you and you're like, okay, today I've said it now. That is how it's going to be. As we repeatedly engage in the same thought patterns of think, feel, do, these patterns encode us a blueprint in our subconscious mind. And what does our subconscious mind do? It runs 95% of our life on automation. And that is why this call is really important. This coaching call is really important. You've got to be aware. And that is why I focused on expanding your awareness today. I didn't focus on how to change that mindset at all. The first thing to do, the first place to start from is even to become aware of the mindset that you have, and to become aware that mindset controls almost everything that you do in life, your results, your achievements, your success, your failure. Mindset controls that. So I've just expanded your awareness. I want to encourage you that to take it further, to go and look for courses. There are free courses on the internet that you can take to see how you can begin to change some of this mindset. So let me take this again as we conclude. As we repeatedly engage in the same thought patterns of think, feel, do, these patterns encode as a blueprint in our subconscious mind. And what does our subconscious mind do? It runs 95% of our life on automation. So at times maybe you are even aware of some of these things and you've been trying to change. No, you are operating on autopilot because those things have been ingrained in your subconscious mind. And 95% of whatever you do comes from there. So you need to take conscious effort to change that. So your mindset will only change if you are deliberate and intentional about it. Take conscious effort to change it. And like I said, it's not going to happen overnight. Now, as Dr. Bruce Lipton explains, neuroscientists have shown that most of our decisions, actions, emotions, and behavior depend on the 95% of brain activity that is beyond our conscious awareness, which means that 95% of our life comes from the programming of our subconscious mind. Now, when something is programmed, you have to reprogram it. And that is why we brought this topic to you, mind reset. And like I said at the beginning, it is actually possible to reset your mind. That is the good news. But it won't happen without conscious effort practiced over time. So it will take more than awareness and Indomie style to change your mind, to reset your mind. So thank you for joining me this afternoon. There are questions, I'd like to take them before I go. Thank you.
Wow, what a power-packed moment. We've not had it like this since we started Tech Up Girls. Wow. This is so good. Thank you so much, Ma. I
Thank
hope
you so
I
much.
wasn't the only one that felt the same. Wow, wow. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, thank
Thank
you
you so
so
much.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, questions. Do we have questions? This is an opportunity to ask her anything at all you might have, any question at all. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Zoom. So, if you have questions, please go ahead and ask. Ask using the comment section. Ask your questions. Ask. Everybody is saying thank you. My
Thank you. Thank
question
you.
is, what is the difference between being realistic and having a fixed mindset?
Oh, beautiful. I love that question. If you're going to do great things, you cannot be a realistic person. Sorry. In quotes, I'm not saying don't be realistic. In quotes, quotes. You cannot be. Once it's only your reality that you want to live by, then you cannot change anything. Because most of the time, our reality conditions us to keep doing the same thing over and over again, because you can see that is the reality. If you have 100 naira today, it is your reality. But how do you have 100,000? That is where your growth mindset will now have to come in. So you will now begin to think about situations differently, think about things differently. What can you do to improve yourself? What can you do differently? A wise man said, another definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. Now, most of the time when you want to live at the realm of reality every time is to be doing the same thing over and over again. It is your reality already. It is what you have. okay? But you don't want to stay there. Oprah said that all of us want the highest truest expression of ourselves. Check inside yourself. You're going to see that that reality is not what you want. That reality that you have now, yes, it is what it is, but it is not what you want. So if you're going to change that, you need to adopt the growth mindset. And that is where I would say that, yes, reality is reality. It is what it is. But I want you to go further. I want you to take it higher than reality and have the growth mindset. Don't stay there. When you stay there, it means you have the fixed mindset. But when you want things to change and you work on making those things to change, then you don't have a choice. You have to adopt the growth mindset. Okay, so that's what I have to say to that.
Wow. Fantastic. Someone is asking from YouTube. I want to know the twist that has to do with us not being perfect.
Oh, okay. So let me go there. I'll just go. I think this twist thing, everybody asked questions. The last time,
I
I think I had so many people. Okay.
So many questions. There are questions on
Okay.
YouTube. There are questions here on Zoom. So many questions.
Okay. Okay. The which of the twists are you asking for?
She didn't specify.
Okay, I'll just run through the twist now. Others have what you don't have, talent twist. You have what others don't have, advantage twist. People are trying their best part-time, awareness twist. None of us is perfect and none of us will ever be, weakness twist. We can all become better, growth twist. No human is better than another human being, uniqueness twist. None of us is as good as all of us put together, collaboration twist. No one is as bad as their worst state, character twist. We need others to succeed, interdependence twist. Okay.
Okay. There's this question here. What do you do even when you have a growth mindset? You're making efforts to do things like starting a business, gaining skills, but things don't seem to work out.
Thank you. Yeah, that is a very, very amazing one. Yes. Okay. Like I said, as I was concluding, there's something I was trying to go into as I was concluding, but unfortunately, we will not be able to go there. Now, your mindset is not something that you can change overnight. And at times, we have so many mindsets that we have to change. The beautiful thing and the fortunate thing is once you begin to challenge one mindset, others will start crumbling. So that is why it's good that you said you have started challenging, because when you say you have growth mindset, it means you have started challenging some of the limiting mindset. Don't worry, over time, the others will crumble. But I have this to say to you, please. If you can afford a coach, please pay a coach. That is very key. Yes, you can do this on your own. As a matter of fact, there's a series that I'm bringing on Go to Results Exposition, and that is coaching yourself, how to coach yourself. You can actually coach yourself. So if you cannot afford a coach yet, you can coach yourself, but you need to know how to do it. So you need to seek knowledge on how to coach yourself to achieve better results. Be aware that success will not come overnight. You will need to give it time. But if you want to hasten things up, you can get a coach for yourself that can help you. But that you have started on the journey of the growth mindset is a big deal for me. And I want to say congratulations to you. And whatever you have started working on, the other things will begin to follow suit. But please know that even if you get a coach, it's still going to take you time, but it may not take you as long as you would have taken if you don't have anyone helping you out. So I don't know if I answered your question. If I don't, let me know. Or if I didn't, let me know.
Okay, so our time is fast spent. I'll just ask this one last question, but there are so many questions. God. She said, how do we change the grab mindset? And how can we influence people around us with a growth mindset?
Okay, add more value to people, add more value to yourself, add more value to things. Okay, when you have the mindset of adding value to people. When I joined the John Maxwell team, I learned this particular, yes, I am somebody that loves to add value. In fact, I don't know how to charge for things. I'll do free. I won't know how to charge. So I'll just keep adding value until one of my first coach, Dr. Kali Cousins, told me that, Emiola, when you are doing good, you should be doing well, because you pay your children's school fees, so you need to charge money. So when I came on so I just wanted to know that I was adding value before. But when I came on the John Maxwell team, I saw value. When you say value, when I got to all of the resources that I had to go through to become certified as a John Maxwell certified coach, when I saw all the resources, I'm like, what happened? How much did we pay really? That is value. They added value. Oh my God, when you get on that platform, you're going to ask yourself, what happened? How much did we pay to get all of this? Honestly, you are not going to feel cheated. You are going to feel like this will ask you for more money. You will pay it. That is the level of value that they add. Okay, so to take care of the grab mindset, add value to people. Reset your mind to say, I want to add value. See, it is not that people are cheating you when you add value to people. It is not because people want to take advantage of you. I tell people that if nobody is using you, then you are not useful. You will be useless. Let people use you. Add value. Add value. Nobody should be able to pay your work. So when you are working with people, you're working on a project, and you are giving the value of what people pay alone, then I'm sorry, I tell people that maybe you are very useless, though, because nobody should be able to pay your value. So you should add more value to people, add more value to things. When you have the value added mindset, then grabbing will not even be in your space. It will not be associated with you, because you'll be adding so much value. People will even be thinking that they are paying you less than you are giving them. Okay, so just work on that, and I think you're going to be fine. Thank you so much.
Ma, there are just so many questions, and I'm not sure we can take them. I don't know what we can do. We have questions like, how can I go ahead coaching myself? I can afford a coach, and so many things like that. Maybe you and I would just discuss on how we can work something out for them. They're just starting, so they have the rest of the 6 weeks, and this is very key or pivotal to who they are going to become or they're going to emerge to be subsequently. I don't know how to say thank you. Please, how can you guys describe this session? Let me just allow you guys, please unmute, and just say something for those on Zoom. Can you just say something?
Awesome.
Please, how do you
Thank you,
describe
ma.
it?
Thank
Bye.
you,
Thank
ma.
you.
Good. So much, ma. I've learned a
Thank
lot.
you.
I
Thank you
really
so much.
appreciate.
Thank you. I appreciate everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, so before I go, Excellence, let's do this again. And please, I want you to go in that energy. Number one, I want to sincerely appreciate all of you here. Thank you for taking a decision to add value to yourself, because yes, this is adding value.
Sorry. Ma, please, can you unmute? I have to mute everyone else.
Oh, okay. Okay, so thank you so much, Excellence. I want to say thank you so much for putting this together. Thank you for allowing God to use you. Thank you. I've learned a lot from you too. Thank you. God bless you. As a matter of fact, maybe you are one of the people that made the CEO Hangout come back. But I just tell you myself, this my child. He's even hearing and obeying God more than me, really. Okay, so thank you so much. And in case you're here, you're in Abuja, you can join. If the registration is not closed, you can join for the CEO Hangout in Abuja on Thursday. So thank you so much, Excellent, for putting this together. I appreciate, I celebrate you and your team. Then for everyone in here, I want to sincerely thank and appreciate you for taking a decision to add value to yourself. Thank you so much. But please, don't leave it at just adding value to yourself. I want you to take it further and begin to work on yourself. See, put a lot of effort into personal development. Develop yourself more. Pay attention to your mind. Pay attention to your mindset. Make sure that you have mindset that will put success in your hands easily. It can be done. It is possible. And I'm not trying to motivate you. It is something that I have experienced. I happened to worship with Daystar Christian Center in Lagos then, and Pastor Sam Adeyemi will emphasize some of these things. We didn't know. I didn't know how far all of the things he was saying would be able to bring me. But honestly, I discovered that it has helped. Okay, so please, I want to encourage you. Pay attention to personal development. If you have not been reading, please, even if it is just one book per month or one book in 1 year, please read that book. Begin to work on yourself. Like what we did today is personal coaching. I asked you questions and I told you go and work on those questions. So please go back, work on those questions, and you are on the journey to coaching yourself. Then you can research on how to coach yourself. Then maybe you can join me when that series starts. All right, so thank you so much. And maybe before you go, you can unmute yourself. And when I say tech up girls, you can respond with wow, girls. Okay, please wow yourself and wow everyone around you when you are done with this training. Excellent.
Wow.
So tech up girls.
Wow.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Mom.
Thank you so much.
Wow, yourself.
Thank you very much, Mama. Thank you. We are very grateful. I will speak to you so we'll know how to really pivot this further. I see questions on her slides. She mentioned that she's going to give her slides, so don't worry. I'll try to get that for you. I will try to put together resources that you'll find beneficial, as well as her program teaching on how to coach yourself. Don't worry, I'll go and find out how to get a sweet discount for you guys. Then I'll also share the link on how you can join the CEO Hangout. So if you're in Abuja, you get to interact with her one-on-one live on the CEO Hangout. CEO Hangout is a game changer for me and for everyone that I've encountered. I joined in 2019. I've never been the same. And so I'll share the link with you guys so you can register. It's on Thursday. If you're in Abuja, you can just come around. You meet me there live and you meet her there as well, and so many other people that you should meet, right? Okay, so thank you very much, Mama. I'll just
So thank you. I
accept.
can go.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much. This was so many light bulb moments. Now, before I wrap up this, I'm going to share a link in the description box. Go and fill in your attendance there. Just click on the link and fill your attendance. Make sure that all the details you put in are correct. Your name, your phone number, your WhatsApp. I'm going to also put that in the YouTube um, chat box. Fill in your attendance. And do not share this link for any reason. Please don't share it with anybody. If you share it, oh my God, you don't want to know. Please don't share it. Yeah, so I have pinned it. It's on YouTube and it's here on Zoom. So quickly go fill in your attendance. It will take 2 minutes or less. Now, I need you to know this. Most people do not come on board. If you miss 2 coaching calls, you'll be taken out of the system. If you miss 2 coaching calls, you will not continue. And remember that the courses are in drips. So it's as you come in, will be as you proceed, as the week progresses, that's how we're going to be unveiling the new courses. And the interesting ones are, it's more like building precept upon precept. Week one is very easy because in week one, we're going to be onboarding you, we're going to be settling everybody in, we're going to be making sure everybody's on board, and we don't want so many people to miss out. So we're not putting something very heavy in week one. From week two, you begin to see where the work, excitement, and the expansion is. Week one said you would not even see any personalized DP or anything. From week two, that's where you begin to see a lot. A lot of things have been added just to make sure that you get value and you're able to monetize immediately you're done. So don't say I didn't tell you. I'm still going to announce it in the group, Facebook group, and in the WhatsApp group. So if you miss 2 coaching calls, you're out of the program, right? So that is what it is. So thank you guys. So many questions we could not take. This week is focused on This week we're focused on mind reset for success. So I'm going to put together the resources that you need and I will share with you. Whatever you do with it is up to you, but I have taken you to the water. So you should get your knee soaked, your knee wet, your ankle, your waist, and if possible, dive. There's so much possibility that exists in you, but only you can bet it out. I saw questions like how can you overcome childhood fear and all of that. So many of those questions. I wish we can take them, but see, we've spent over 2 hours. Time is far spent, far gone. Some people, I believe, they're even at work right now and they're trying to actually be part of this. I celebrate your tenacity. I celebrate your how would I put it, your drive, your resilience to actually get on this. Thank you very much. And I will see you guys in the Facebook group. You see your mentors in your WhatsApp group. So after this call is ended, 5 minutes after this call is ended, the attendance sheet will be inactivated. So if you click the link, you won't see anything. Do not share this to your group. Any group that shares that I see the link in their group, that particular group is going to, all everybody that submitted attendance in that group is going to be disconnected. Like we'll mark zero for you. All of you in that group will have zero, right? So don't share it. If you share it in your group, everyone in your group will have zero. So don't risk the others in your group. Thank you and have an amazing day. Bye. The link, let me put it one more time. The link is there. So copy it and go. It's on Zoom, it's on YouTube. I have pinned the link for YouTube. So please don't say you didn't see it. Um, I hope you don't miss out on it. We take attendance very seriously here, and this time around, we are taking it more serious than we have ever um, taken it. So, thank you guys, and bye.